I'm out here on the beautiful Chilliwack Lake, the crown jewel of Chilliwack BC. Some would say the only jewel of Chilliwack BC. I wouldn't say that, but what I would do is go canoeing. Yeah, I'm out here at Chilliwack Lake in beautiful Chilliwack, BC. Obviously, I got my canoe ready to go in the water, and the plan of attack is get to the end of the lake and back. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's go. Okay, I think I'm gonna get these feet dry and then we're gonna hit the water. I will say the wind just picked up. I just had one pretty good blast of wind there. I'm still moving from it, and I left later in the day than I would have liked to, so that might change my plans. But either way, we are in the canoe and we are going for a canoe ride after I dry my feet. Well, spring has sprung, and that means it's the official start of canoeing season. So I decided to come out here to Chilliwack Lake for my first real canoe trip of the year. I say my first real canoe trip because my Valentine's Day cry for help doesn't count. I have some big plans this year canoe-wise, so I really need to start getting some base K into these arms. Chilliwack Lake is the perfect place to do that. It's local to me, beautiful, and I'd even consider it the best day paddle in Chilliwack. Located in the upper basin of the Chilliwack River Valley, Chilliwack Lake is a 10-kilometer long lake featuring beautiful, old-growth forested mountains surrounding it. The water that fills this lake originates in Washington State's North Cascades National Park. It then flows in the Chilliwack River until it crosses over the Canada-US border and fills this lake, before eventually it flows out at the north end, where it continues as the Chilliwack and then the Vedder River. So we're at a pretty interesting spot here in the lake. I've gone just about 5K in about an hour here. But if you look, I got mountains here. These are the ones you can see from the beginning. And then where I'm headed, there's mountains over there, because this lake kind of doglegs to the right. So I kind of thought I was closer to the end looking at these mountains, but it is a little bit further. But with that being said, it is warmer. The wind has calmed down. My feet are under a towel, so they are slightly warmer. And I am having a good time. So we're just going to keep going. But I thought I would point out this interesting little fork in the lake. Anyways, let's go. So I said earlier that I have big plans this year. Part of what motivated me to get out today was that I just booked a reservation on the now world famous Bowron Lake canoe circuit. A place that I hold in high regards because that's the place where everything really started for me. My first ever extended backcountry journey. The last time I was there, my 7th trip, I gave myself the challenge to do it as fast as I could. So I did it in 3 days. At 116 kilometers, that was not easy. But what is even less easy is trying to come up with a way to top that. How do you top something that you consider your greatest adventure achievement ever? Do I need to push myself further? Can it be done in 2 days? Does it always need to keep getting better? Can you not just be happy by doing what you're doing? Like, why are you even talking about the Bowron Lakes right now? You're canoeing Chilliwack Lake. Your reservation isn't for 2.5 months. Whatever will be, will be. Okay, so I'm pretty much at the end here. It's right there. There's a nice sandy beach over here, which would be a good place to stop to eat my sandwich that I am thoroughly looking forward to. But I think I'm gonna try to go as far as I can go up here. This is the South Chilliwack River. If you continue down the river, you'll actually get into the United States of America, which I obviously do not want to do. No offense to you Americans, but sorry, I heard a bird. Yeah, I'm gonna go as far as I can go, see what there is to see, and then pull over on that sandy beach and eat a sandwich. So I've run aground. It is not deep, but I wouldn't mind getting right over to there. And I think it might be just deep enough over there. But I do not really anticipate going very far up here. Okay, change of plans. I just sank in that water and my pants are now wet and my feet are very cold. It is very cold water, and with the breeze I was not warm to start. So I am going to that beach over there. I've ended my quest to hit the end of the water, and I'm gonna go to the end of that beach, put on another layer, dry my shoes off, dry my feet off, put on some shoes, warm up, eat a sandwich. Okay. That water is very cold. Anyways, let's go. Oh, my feet are so cold. Okay, I'm now at the south end of Chilliwack Lake, and I have put an extra layer on. It is pretty chilly with the wind blowing, but I am prepared, so it is fine. I will say my arms are quite tired. My canoeing fitness is quite low. All my fitness is quite low, but specifically my canoeing fitness. It's the first real long paddle I've had in I guess a couple months, since Valentine's Day. Check out that video and like and subscribe. And yeah, so I'm out here. A couple interesting things to note is I got some big dog looking prints, which are probably from a dog, but also I would like to think maybe a wolf, but it's probably a dog. And there's another kind of print out here. These ones, they're a little fainter. I don't know if that's duck or if that is like a heron or something, but it looks like it's got like 3 toes. I think it's a bird. Then obviously there's a lot of people prints out here, and then some smaller dog-like prints. So anyways, that's kind of interesting. But the lake is quite nice. And if we head over here to the South Chilliwack river. I will note, this sandy beach that I'm on is the warmest thing out here. I guess it's been in the sun. Oh, here's some more of those. The bird prints. But I guess this sand being in the sun all day is actually quite warm. And it feels really good on my feet, because they're quite cold. Anyways, we're here at the river. Again, it comes in there. And also, nice little waterfall. The snow up in the mountains really adds a lot to this trip. So if you do it, come early. And then, like, it's all right in the summer. But it's nice with all the snow up on the mountains. We'll hop down. Oh. And this is the river. Again, it heads all the way down there. Eventually to the US border. I feel like last time I was here, the water was quite a bit higher. And this was a lot more marshy, and I seen some frogs and stuff in there, which was kind of neat. This ground, quite soft. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to the canoe and eat my sandwich. So let's eat. Okay, for lunch here, I went to the Perfekt Deli in Yarrow, BC. It's a little Dutch bakery, and they make sandwiches. I actually had 2 halves to this, but obviously this is 1 half. Pretty good. Cost me 11 bucks. Turkey sub, you know, turkey, cheese, mustard, mayo, cucumber, pickle, jalapeno. You can get tomatoes and olives on there, but I did not like those, so I skipped them. But anyways, it's my favorite place to get sandwiches. So good. It's just funny eating a sandwich or a sub that's not from Subway. Just so much better. The bread, the ingredients. I don't mind a Subway, but way better. Perfekt Deli. Perfect way to I was gonna say end this trip, but I'm halfway done. So now that I'm fueled up and re-energized, I'm ready to get back on the lake. So I load back into the canoe and say goodbye to my private beach. On this paddle back, I really started to find my groove. Maybe I just needed a sandwich the whole time. For those that are interested, the round trip was 19.6 kilometers, and I went beach to beach in 5 hours. It's definitely worth paddling to the far end. I can't promise you that you'll have the beach to yourself like I did, but I promise you that you won't know until you get there. So I find myself kind of just in the middle of this lake here, and probably not ideal. But my original plan was to go on this side, but I was just kind of in my own little world. I was in that post-sandwich glow, I guess you'd say. And just in my own little world, not paying attention. I just stayed in the middle. So I kind of at this point decided I am just going to stay to the left, aim back to this point, and just hit it the rest of the way home. I have pretty good pace going, and I am noticeably warmer now because of these shoes. I cannot believe I didn't have them on there before. But anyways, I know you've seen this whole side before, so I might as well end this episode here. So that's it. That's the end of this episode. Sarge Inc., Chilliwack Lake. Peace.